It started one foggy evening in a forgotten part of the city. The train station was supposed to be abandoned. Tracks rusted, ticket booths broken, signs falling apart. Yet, when the clock struck midnight, a whistle pierced the silence. A train rolled in. Not just any train. It was enormous, black, and polished, gleaming like new. Though no one had maintained it for decades. The windows were too dark to see through, and the doors slid open with a hiss. A man named Adrian stood at the platform. He wasn't supposed to be there. He had been walking home after visiting his sick mother in the hospital when he heard the whistle and felt pulled. Something in him whispered, "Get on the train." Against all logic, he obeyed. The interior was elegant but unsettling. Velvet seats, chandeliers swaying from the ceiling, corridors too long for the size of the train. Other passengers sat quietly. But something was wrong with them. Their faces were pale, stretched, and their eyes were glossy, like porcelain dolls. They smiled faintly but never blinked. Adrian swallowed. Where does this train go? The conductor appeared without a sound. Tall, thin, wearing a cap pulled too low, his face hidden in shadow. His voice rasped like broken metal. Wherever you do not wish to go. The train lurched forward. Outside the window, there was no city, no night sky, only swirling shapes. Forests grew in seconds, then burned down. Oceans rose and swallowed entire horizons before draining into nothing. Time didn't seem real. One passenger leaned toward Adrian. Her hair was white, though her skin looked young. She whispered, "Don't eat, don't drink, don't listen to the music." "What music?" Adrian asked. And then it began. A faint violin melody filled the air, crawling into his skull. It wasn't just sound, it was memory. He saw moments from his life, twisted. His mother calling his name but her mouth was sewn shut. His childhood home flooded with black water. His reflection in the mirror smiling when he wasn't. Adrian covered his ears, but the sound came from inside. The woman gripped his arm. "Stay awake. The music takes you if you sleep." He looked around. Many passengers were slumped over, smiling unnaturally wide. Their eyes fluttered as if dreaming. Their shadows stretched along the walls, longer and darker than they should be, moving independently. The train screeched to a stop. The doors opened to a place that wasn't Earth. A barren landscape stretched endlessly, filled with crooked lampposts that flickered though there was no electricity. The air shimmered with whispers. Voices of people Adrian once knew, calling him to step outside. He almost did, until the woman yanked him back. "Don't leave the train. Out there, you're theirs forever." The doors closed. The train moved again. Adrian tried to breathe steadily, but his chest tightened. "Why am I here? I didn't choose this." The woman's expression twisted with pity. "No one chooses. The train calls who it wants. It tests you. It keeps the ones who are weak." The chandelier above them swung harder as the train plunged into darkness. The violin music shifted into laughter, childlike, yet wrong. The walls pulsed as though alive. Adrian realized the train itself was breathing. He stood, desperate. "I want to get off." The conductor appeared instantly. "Then survive until dawn." The rest of the night became a blur of horrors. Corridors stretched into endless loops. Doors opened into rooms that showed pieces of Adrian's worst fears. His mother's hospital bed empty, his own grave freshly dug, shadows whispering his name. Each time he nearly gave in. The woman pulled him back, urging, "Stay awake. Stay awake." Finally, as the first light of morning broke through the cracks of the train, it screeched again. The doors opened. And this time, Adrian saw the real world. His city. The station. Empty. The woman smiled sadly. "You're free. But not forever. The train never forgets its passengers. Adrian stumbled out. When he turned back, the train was gone. No tracks, no whistle, no trace it had ever been there. But when he looked at his reflection in the glass of the ticket booth, his shadow wasn't aligned. It stood slightly apart, watching him with its own faint smile. And deep in the distance, he thought he heard the faint whistle of the hollow train, waiting for the next midnight.